हेलो फ्रेंड्स, क्या हाल है दोस्तों। आई एम बैक अगेन विद सेकेंड एपिसोड ऑफ न्यूज दैट यू कैन यूज। तो ये न्यूज़ बुलेटिन है हमारा हफ्ते में एक बार, और ये बनाया जा रहा है डिफेंस एस्पायरेंट्स के लिए, सिविल सर्विसेज एस्पायरेंट्स के लिए और बाकी जो गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स के लिए, क्लास 1 गेस्टेड जॉब्स के लिए जो बच्चे अप्लाई कर रहे हैं उनके लिए। सो इसको उसी अंदाज से देखना बेसिकली कि इंटरव्यू में, जनरल डिस्कशन में, लेक्चरेट में या किसी और तरीके से अगर ये करंट अफेयर्स के सवाल उठाए जाते हैं तो आपने किस प्रकार से अपनी ओपिनियन बनानी है और किस प्रकार से आपने जवाब देने हैं। सो हियर आई एम विद सेकेंड एपिसोड ऑफ न्यूज यू कैन यूज। पूरे हफ्ते प्रधानमंत्री छाए रहे, क्वाड छाया रहा। प्रधानमंत्री ने अपनी विजिट की, अमेरिका की, काफी सक्सेसफुल विजिट। 3 दिन के लिए द प्राइम मिनिस्टर वाज इन यूएस एंड दिस वाज द फर्स्ट इन हाउस मीटिंग, पर्सनल मीटिंग ऑफ द 4 क्वाड मेंबर्स। ये क्वाड मेंबर्स हैं ऑस्ट्रेलिया, जापान, इंडिया एंड यूएस। ये चारों डेमोक्रेसीज हैं और चारों के चारों हैव अ बिग इंटरेस्ट इन कीपिंग इंडो पैसिफिक ओशन फ्री एंड ओपन। वैसे कूटनीति वाले बताते हैं और यह है कि दिस इज अ फोरम टू कंटेन चाइना, लेकिन जब इन लीडर्स की बात हुई अमेरिका में, न्यूयॉर्क में, व्हाइट हाउस में, वॉशिंगटन डीसी में यूएस प्रेसिडेंट ने होस्ट किया, उसका जो सबमिट किया गया जॉइंट डिक्लेरेशन, उसमें कहीं भी चाइना का नाम नहीं था। सो दीज 4 क्वाड मेंबर्स मेट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम। इट्स अ हिस्टोरिकल मीटिंग एंड देखते हैं आगे भविष्य में क्या आना है। लेकिन जो इंपॉर्टेंट इश्यूज हैं इनके, बेसिकली दे आर फोकसिंग अपॉन ट्रेड, टेक्नोलॉजी, कीपिंग द इंडो पैसिफिक ओशन फ्री एंड ओपन and rule-based world order, and no sea lanes of communication या trading routes to be blocked, navigation routes to be kept open, and Quad scholarship has also been started. और अच्छी बात क्या है, क्वाड मेंबर्स ने एशियान जो कंट्रीज हैं उनको भी आगाह किया है और उनको भी कोऑपरेशन के लिए जो है कॉल किया है। सो प्रोबेबली दिस इज अ न्यू ऑर्गेनाइजेशन विच विल बी इफेक्टिव एंड वी विल सी हाउ दिस पैन्स आउट इन फ्यूचर। ये इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट है आप सबको पढ़ने के लिए। इसके अलावा द प्राइम मिनिस्टर मेट 5 CEOs, 5 इंपॉर्टेंट चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ऑफिसर्स ऑफ मल्टीनेशनल। ऑल 5 आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड यू कैन इमेजिन जब किसी इतनी बड़ी कंपनी का CEO हेड ऑफ ए बिगेस्ट डेमोक्रेसी से मिलता है, इसका मतलब इट इज फॉर इन्वेस्टमेंट, इट इज फॉर इन्फ्यूजन ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी इन द country. So that went successful. Another important highlight of this meet in Washington DC was a one-on-one meeting between the Prime Minister and Kamala Harris, who is the Vice President of US. First of all, she is the first woman to hold this office. She is of Indian origin, and in history of US, probably she is one of the most powerful vice presidents. A lot of portfolios have been delegated by Joe Biden directly to her. So she holds an important position today in world politics. So meeting between the Prime Minister and Miss Harris was very important. So uske baad Prime Minister visited New York where he addressed the 76th session of UN General Assembly. UN General Assembly आपको पता है सितंबर में more than 100 heads of states, world leaders come and address the assembly. So 25th evening was the date for India's Prime Minister to address, and like a statesman, it was a wonderfully well received address where he covered COVID, he covered transfer of technology, he covered keeping the oceans open, and he also spoke of terrorism emanating from cross borders. He spoke of radicalization of society, and basically he spoke of if India grows, the world grows. So it was a very well received talk, and not once in his talk did he mention about Pakistan or China. So with that, the Prime Minister concluded a very successful visit to the US. more of it as we come to the analysis of this in the later weeks. Now, other important news at the international level was Canada had general elections. It was a snap poll called by Justin Trudeau. He is a young Prime Minister of Canada, but he has been elected back. He remains in power, however, with a reduced majority. So it's a minority government that is going to head in Canada, and 15 people of Indian origin have also been elected. So India is an important factor in the politics, domestic politics of Canada. Other big election this week was of Russian Federation, though not much covered in Indian media, but Russia went to polls, and world media called it disputed polls, but it was a kind of democratic exercise in Russia, and once again hold on the political power in Russia of Mr. Putin is without any doubt. So that election is over. Now we will go to another important news about international, and that is Afghanistan. अफगानिस्तान हर हफ्ते रहेगा क्योंकि वहाँ पे सिचुएशन बहुत फ्लूइड है, और पिछली बार मैंने बात की थी वहाँ पे फूड क्राइसिस और ह्यूमैनिटेरियन क्राइसिस है. इस बार बात करूँगा वहाँ पर इंक्लूसिव गवर्नमेंट की. इन स्पाइट ऑफ द पाकिस्तानी डेलीगेशन, the Chinese delegation and the Russian delegation meeting the Taliban together and one-on-one, there has been no headway in making an inclusive government in Afghanistan. Not a single woman has been represented in the cabinet, and there appears to be quite a chaotic situation in Afghanistan. Situation जो लग रही है, लगता है किसी प्रकार का जो है गृह युद्ध या सिविल वॉर वहाँ पर छिड़ सकता है between the ISIS, between Taliban and other warlords who have certain hold in Afghanistan. इससे दो चीज़ें हमें समझनी चाहिए. पहला, with Taliban coming to power, क्या ड्रग्स का एक्सपोर्ट बढ़ेगा? We will wait and watch. And secondly, will Taliban allow terrorism from its soil for against other countries? Though they have categorically stated they will not allow, but we have to wait and watch how other terror organizations which are operating in AFPAC region, Afghanistan, Pakistan along the Durand line, वो किस प्रकार से बिहेव करते हैं और क्या होता है, इंडिया के ऊपर इसका डायरेक्ट असर हो सकता है. So this was international news. Now a brief about the national news. नेशनल न्यूज में कोई खास इतनी बड़ी खबर है नहीं, लेकिन इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है, फाइनली आफ्टर अ वीक पंजाब गेट्स अ गवर्नमेंट. It has been sown in this evening, and the important issue for all of us is to analyze is once again the religious politics of Punjab has come to fore, because this is the first time where a Sikh Dalit has become the chief minister of the state. So how is the population spread in Punjab? Which are the areas occupied by certain communities? That is coming to fore, and Punjab will remain in news for next 4 to 5 months when the next general elections in Punjab for the assembly takes place. उसके अलावा the another important news was WHO has given out stringent air quality norms, और हैरानी की बात यह है कि उन norms को अगर हम फॉलो करें तो इंडिया का एक भी शहर, whether it is cosmopolitan cities, tier 2 or tier 3 cities, meet anywhere close to WHO norms of air pollution. दिल्ली 17 गुना उस मार्जिन से ज़्यादा है. Therefore, friends, air pollution is an important subject. Please read it. Please, discuss it with your friends. But this is a very, very important subject. How do we keep our air clean? Because of this, large number of Indians fall sick, asthmatic and other diseases. So air pollution is a very important issue. We have to tackle it. Schools have opened up. That's a good news. It was a pleasure to see children going back to school. Universities are opening up, markets are opening up, and COVID, what we were fearing, third wave of COVID has not come. So, and government is fully galvanized. We see a very good response to vaccination drive. Last week on the Prime Minister's birthday, 2.5 crore vaccination हुए थे. So India has got hold on the COVID situation, and hopefully there will not be any third wave, or even if it happens, we are fully prepared to tackle it. But please monitor COVID and its aftermath. Cyclone Gulab is likely to make a landfall, and governments on the eastern coast of India are getting ready to prepare. And disaster management is a subject you have to study. Maybe on a day I will make a separate YouTube video on that. India has changed its dynamics of disaster management. हम अपना तो डिजास्टर अच्छे से मैनेज कर रहे हैं, हम दूसरे देशों की भी बंगाल की खाड़ी में जो है मदद करने के लिए हमेशा तत्पर रहते हैं. सो दिस इज अ बिग अचीवमेंट फॉर अ नेशन लाइक आवर्स, जिसमें बहुत डिवास्टेशन होती थी डिजास्टर्स की वजह से. चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया हैज कॉल्ड फॉर 50% रिजर्वेशन फॉर विमेन इन जुडिशरी. Very good thinking, and is also called for overall of Indian judiciary, which he feels is archaic. So we have a Chief Justice who is very proactive and is speaking of changes, bringing about institutional changes. However, no reservation has been done for women in judiciary till date. But good news for women is NDA notification is out. NDA notification is out, and up to 8th October they can fill up the forms. The government has yet not declared how many seats the girls will get in NDA, but National Defence Academy, the premier institution of India, has been opened for the girls to be part of this and get permanent commission in the Indian Army, Air Force and Navy. How it happens, we will wait and watch. And my video on this, you can see, is very popular, and those girls, parents who watch this, who want to prepare the children, the girls for this, you can watch this and start preparing. If not this year, certainly next year you can aim for getting into the NDA. IPL has started, though not here. The matches are being played in Middle East, but whenever you get time you can watch. However, my advice to all my young friends are that concentrate on your goals that you set for yourself. Our channel has crossed 30,000. Please subscribe this channel, share it with your family and friends, press the bell icon, and in the comment box आप लिखें आप कौन से सब्जेक्ट चाहते हैं मैं आपके लिए लेके आऊँ. I am very enthused. You inspire me, I inspire you, and together let us change the future of young generation of India. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा ये वीडियो आपके पास लाके. आशा है आपको भी बहुत मजा आएगा. Thank you very much. जय हिंद.